Hello, everyone, and welcome to L&L Diamond Painting. Even though today, currently, you only have one L. Lenore is in the other room. She will not be participating today. I'll get into that very soon. Shay. Hello, Tiffany and Angel. Gammy, hi. I got some news on Lenore. It's not real good news, unfortunately. I'm just going to wait a few minutes before we get into it. I did post something in Ditsy's Discord, but I figure I will discuss it a little bit. Right now, she's understandably very scared, but we'll see what happens. Excuse me. Tell you, a day like today, you could use a adult beverage. Hey, Kat, how are you? Anyway, if you like what you're seeing and what you're hearing during the course of this live, feel free to subscribe, like, share, do all the YouTube things. Make YouTube happy, which makes me happy. Ultimately. Right now, I'm not my normal self, but again, that will be explained shortly. Overall, health-wise, we're doing fine. Unfortunately, Lenore had a problem with her eyesight last night. She's had a headache over the last couple of days. Yesterday afternoon, yesterday evening. So she made an appointment with an ophthalmologist today. We went to the ophthalmologist. They looked at her on 3 different machines, dilated and numbed her eye, the whole 9 yards. And her right eye has what looks to be a detached retina. There is a possibility of a surgery that may help. I don't know. We will be discussing that further on, her and I. But if it doesn't work or if it's not going to help, then that means she's going to be blind in her right eye. And I was being sarcastic with her. I told her, and here you just found a craft that you can do that you enjoy. And she said, that's okay. I'll just close the eye and do it with one eye. So, like I said, she is understandably scared because, the thought of losing any kind of sight at all, one eye or both or whatever is going to be rough. What? Oh, sorry, she's walking through. That I'll pick it up later. That's fine. She's not allowed to bend over. She's not allowed to do things like that. So she went to bend over and pick up one of the cat's dishes. So, needless to say, I had to remind her that, yeah, that's a no-no. But nonetheless, and as you see, also, there is no Timothy. She does have spotty power and spotty internet, not internet, but cell service. She can text from time to time. She can send messages here and there, but it's not always, it's not reliable. So she's not able to be here. So you're stuck with just me. One of the first things I want to say is thank you very much for those that attended and took, well, not attended, obviously, but took part in the memory of event. It was greatly appreciated. Hopefully, by the time next year rolls around, I'll have a little bit better handle on it. But I'm also going to be doing something else, which I thought about afterwards and went, wait a minute. One in September and one in November. Because during my caregiver support live on Saturday, I just had this wacky thought. Of course, obviously for me, it's not going to be just wacky. What are you doing? No, but anyway. So anyway, I thought of, because November, although I didn't know it was in November, I didn't realize that they had a month dedicated to recognizing caregivers. So I figured that I was joking around and I had said something about, has anybody heard of a caregiver event? You know, to celebrate caregivers, celebrate those that they take care of, that kind of thing. And I heard a bunch of no's, and I heard some yeses, as in yeses on interest, by the way, not yeses as in there is an event. If there is, great, I'll support it. But if there isn't, I was considering starting it next year. Not this month, not this coming month, but next year. Because that is one that I want to have sponsors and giveaways and whatnot for. I'm going to work with a couple of different people and get some help from other couple of different people. Right, exactly. Although I still got to get sponsors for September, so yeah, it's going to be fun. But who says I don't like a challenge? You know. There is a poll in my posts section on said event. If you agree, yes, no, or undecided. So if you want to take a look at that, and what's the matter? I'll get it later. Sorry about that. Carol, hello to you. Kat, I already said hello to you. Caroline, hello, everybody. I am absolutely hoping it's going to be awesome. It's going to include a lot more than just what September does or what September did. But yeah, because there's so many different options, so there isn't a lot to be left out, which is nice for everybody involved. Shows you how bad my lives are when my wife's not here to pick on me, or for me to pick on. So those are the two things that I'm working on currently. I've got to start trying to get in touch with some people who had mentioned that they want to sponsor at least September 11th and or my September event, and then maybe some people that want to help sponsor and or co-host the November event. We'll see what happens with those. And if you're out there and just listening, I've got my IG and my Facebook Messenger somewhere in posted in. If not, I'll post it in again. I think it's under the main page. But at any rate, hell, I'm brand new to this kind of stuff, so I'm flying by the seat of my pants. Hey, Ditz. Wise Life got to keep us apart. You're only a phone call away, Ditz. Anyway, Cindy, did I miss Cindy? There she is. Hi, Cindy. I'm trying not to miss anybody, and my apologies if I do. Hello, Sarah Ann. Yes, I know you like Sarah, but I got used to calling you Sarah Ann, so that's probably what it's going to be. Like I said, I did have a good time looking at everybody's progress and finishes on the September event. Matter of fact, I've been lacking because here I am, the creator of the event. I don't even have my updates posted. So I've got to take a picture of my update and put it in there. The Facebook page, by the way, will be left open throughout the years, so that if anybody's didn't finish, they can always post updates on it as they wish, or things of that nature. Well, I appreciate that, sir. No need to be getting mad at me. But it's a Berta. She's finally home. Hey, Berta. Lenore told me to say I'm sorry, or she's sorry that we haven't gotten your birthday songs recorded for you, but I will get it done, I promise. I've just been not myself lately. Anyway, hello, Melanie. Melanie Bell. I know I'm pronouncing the last name wrong, but still. I heard that the retreat, it depends on who you talk to as far as the retreat goes, but there were a couple of glitches here and there, but for the most part, I heard it was pretty good. Oh, thank you. Well, I know you keep telling people it's like a bear, so I just sort of was like, yeah, but Melanie Bear is, just sounded more French to me. What do I know? I can speak English. Yeah. One of these days, I'll just call it my own language. I don't know. Yeah, I know. I'm looking all over the place because it's like, okay, wait a minute. I'm lost. I don't have Tammy to pick on. I don't have my wife to pick on. What am I going to do? Especially where I don't have a life. I sit here all day. Yeah, well, that's you, Ditz. And Holly, Hello, Holly. Now, there's somebody I can pick on. I've known Holly for several years, and I'm always picking on her, just under different circumstances. Oh, don't you even think about it. You better not abandon me, Berta. Not without a really, really, really good reason. And before I pick on you is not a good enough reason. Little miss one pen, one canvas, one tray. You know? Well, that is true. I cannot say you didn't try. But I can also say that you didn't succeed. At least not to the best of my knowledge. Of course, now watch her go work and lurk and not say anything, and me being worried that she actually left. I see how this is. But yeah, Holly I've known for quite a while. She has a sort of a combination channel on YouTube, which is art and nature, where when she has the availability to, she has a property that is undeveloped. It's all nature. It's all trees and whatnot that she goes out and walks in. You know, and she does post those every now and then, and she does artwork that she will also so that we can all enjoy what she does. And maybe even every now and then might get some of her daughter's work on there, because her daughter is a really good artist for a little teenager. Well, you've also got a bait shop that you got to take care of, a house that you got to take care of, 2 kids and a husband you got to take care of. What is it? Two cats and a dog you got to take care of. I can never remember all the animals you got. Not only that, but the lizard. You know. Speaking of which, I haven't heard anything about the lizard lately. Sorry about that. That's a ball game walking through. Otherwise known as my brother watching something on his tablet. 2 dogs, a cat, and a lizard. Okay, I had it the other way around. I had a dog and 2 cats. You know, I did see messages on my Discord, and I will get to them. I promise. I just haven't looked. Give me a second. Oh, you already put it in. Thank you, Berta. I appreciate it. Berta also has a channel. She even did a live on the way to retreat. It was a short one, but it was a fun one. It's about 6 minutes long. You really got to go check it out. Speaking of checking out lives, it is time to call Shay on the carpet. And I say that because I want to see if she actually got to watch that live. To see if she actually checked out Chad. Did you check out Chad there, Shay? She's been reminded several times, so I like to. I'm just picking on her. You know. No. Shame, Shay. Yeah, like you haven't got anything better to do, you know? You've got the kids, the house, the husband, the dogs, your own channel, all the things you do for your own channel, you know, plus helping other people when they ask for it. So I do know. But that's not going to stop me from picking on you. Come on now. Yeah. Hello, Eve. And Kathy, because I know you're there somewhere too. See? Now there's the other thing. You're leaving for California. So you've been packing and doing all of that. Which gives me the perfect opportunity to say, hey, enjoy your trip. I really hope you have a good time. I know you've been looking forward to it. So, but that's okay. Let me see here. Seeing as I got the messages, I might as well take a look and see what I got. Come on, where is it? All righty. That will work, Kat. I have no problem with that. We'll get together after the live or something, depending on when you have time. Excuse me. Yes, a very safe trip indeed. I wanted to give everybody a chance to say that too. After all, you are the leader of the minions. Yes, I will always be a Shay minion. Always will be a Shay minion, as will a lot of other people who owe their channels to the life of Shay. I will most definitely do that, Melanie. As I'm sure everybody sends, and I will be hugging the stuffing out of her, I'm sure. She does love her hugs, so. Oh, shucks. Yeah, right. You're everybody's. You're, the inspiration for a lot of people's lives. Not everybody's, obviously, but, still. Take turns with her on minion duty. Now, she's the leader of the minions. We're all just the minions. Ade Melinda. Or as I say with Shay, even though it's usually Shay's greeting, is howdy. Yeah, I know. Shades of Minnie Pearl. I'm old. I remember those things. Her and her price tag hat, as I called it. Excuse me. But where is it? Let me make sure I'm on the right one. I am. Thank you for reminding me, Melanie. Or Kat, excuse me. There's my Facebook that I told people that's my Facebook. So that's how you can get in touch with me on that level is the Facebook Messenger. Yeah, like I said, I'm not so sure this is going to be a very long live because I'm already struggling to try and figure things out. I don't remember if there was something we wanted to talk about when we were originally planning on being on this together. See, unfortunately, with all of this news, she's just not. Um, she's in worse condition than I am, obviously. You know. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Oops. Too bad. So sad. Come on, where's my damn Facebook? Eh, hey, what can I tell you? I'm brain dead. And of course, now I got a mouse that won't work. There it is. With my original name, anyway. With my original name in it, even. Um, my original Diamonds and Dew. I could never change it. So I got my Diamonds and Dew name. I got L&L Diamond Painting. I got In the Memory of for the event page for September. Now I got to do something for caregivers eventually. Um, yeah, I do have a lot on my plate, but that's the way it's supposed to be, if that makes any sense. I've always been the one that, which is why putting the post I did in Ditsy's Discord, and if somebody could link her Discord in there, by the way, I would appreciate it. That's why putting the link in Discord that I did, or not link, but the story I did in Discord the way I did, was not that easy because I'm not one for asking for help. What do you have for real now, other than JJ? Um, but I know what I should do. Let me do it this way. I'm not really one to ask for help or ask for much of anything, really. I tell everybody, you got a problem, you come to me. You got an issue, you come to me. You need an ear, you come to me. And I mean it wholeheartedly. Um, the running joke with Lenore and I is that whenever the phone rings, I say, okay, it's time to put my shingle out. And for those of you old enough, you know what that means is, okay, the doctor is in. Um, but ah, what do you know? I actually guessed it right. You actually have the 4 dogs now. Um, I don't know about the weight of the world, Sarah, but I do carry a lot of things, and that's the way I've always done it. So when somebody needs help and they need a shoulder and they need this and they need that, it's always been I'm the first one in line to say, okay, what can I do? And it has worked out quite well for me over the years, as far as the satisfaction of knowing, in some cases, the outcome of what was going on at any given time. Um, Yeah, you could say that, Cindy. You could say that. But so for me to write something like that, yeah, it's not the easiest thing in the world. I'd rather help people, just like my gift giving. I'd love to give gifts when I could, way back when. I'm not one for receiving them, which is why I say that October needs to be banned. Yes, Cindy, I know. Well, that's why I say October should be banned anyway, because it's my birth month. I think that from this point forward, I don't think I'm going to have a birth time. I'm just going to have hey, guess what? Here I am. It's a guess what? Here I am day. Thank you, Kat. It's in October, Shay. You asked. Ask a silly question, you get a silly answer, as my mother used to say. Okay, Tammy 3. Jeez, I got a Tammy. I got a Tammy 2 in Lenore. Now I got a Tammy 3 in Shave because Tammy always calls me a dork. Sheesh. I'm surrounded by Tammys. Next thing you know, I'm going to be surrounded by Lindas. Linda, listen, Linda. My throat is really dry. It's been a bad day. Nope. No, Cindy, it doesn't. My foot is not that big. Yeah, we're talking an appendage that's 4 feet long. No, I know you won't. Excuse me. Shut up, Lee. What? Not a problem, Robin. Come on in, relax. You missed all the serious stuff. Well, most of the serious stuff. So now it's just the random shit. But no, in answer to your question, I'm just kidding. In answer to your question, I was born on the 25th of October. So yeah, it's my birth month. I got another 24 days before I become ancient. I'd love to be 50 again. You want to swap? No, I know you don't, because you don't want to be 63. Although, if I could reverse things, that would mean I'd be 36 again. Thank you, Sarah. Poor Katya. Sitting on the glue. Then you got, you just got a furry canvas. I mean, if she sat on the right spot, you get the wolf anyway, so it's just added fur for the wolf. That's a beautiful canvas, by the way. Yeah, I think we all are the same way, Cindy. I think we're all the same way. We're not happy with our own ages. You know, we'd either rather be older or younger, depending on where you're at in the spectrum. You know, where you're at in the scheme of things. But for those of you that might be working and lurking and have never been here before, please feel free to hit the like button. Please join some of these other people and subscribe. And every now and then share something. You know, I mean, we're actually pretty good at all sorts of different things. Well, if you had paid attention, I told you where the birthday list was. By the way, I even posted the general link up further up. It's called Facebook. Every time you look in Facebook when it's somebody's birthday, it pops right up there for you. And if somebody doesn't have Facebook, then their birth date is a mystery. You know, treat it like a mystery kit. So nice try. But yeah, by all means, come and enjoy the fun, because that's what we try to have here, just like Ditzy does with Ditzy and Paul. Yeah, I do. Some part of me's got to be. It might as well be my ass that's smart. But speaking of Ditzy and Paul, hey, Ditz, do you use the same camera for your whipping chats that you do for your lives? I'm considering doing some upgrading just because I like to upgrade. You know, so there's a lot of things I want to start looking into over time. Cool. What kind of camera is it, if you don't mind my asking? And if you do, just send me a private message. Anyway, Sony. Cool. Because I like the way that one looks. But anyway, having said that, back to reality. You know, about as reality as I can get anyway. See, I even lose track. Let me scroll back, see if there's something I could. You know. Age, yeah, age. Yeah, Robin. Oh, my age is my body's age that concerns me. Yeah, I know the feeling. I've got to have. Hi, Kathy. I want to talk to you too, by the way, at some point in time. In regards to sponsorships and whatnot. But I'll talk to you afterwards. Okay. I completely don't get that one, but that's okay, Ditz. And yes, Berta, I am. I told you. I already said. You know, some part of me's got to be smart. It might as well be my ass. Roll it back, reel it back. Come on. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, my body right now feels like it's about 110. I've got my right foot that has the rod in it, and it instead of having my feet like this, it now is doing this. So every time I walk, my left foot trips over it. Unless I'm, I really got to pay attention because I will trip over my foot. So that's going to get operated on so that instead of, it'll still be flat, of course, because it'll rod through the ankle, but it'll also be straight. Then my left foot, and I think I explained this last time, but my left foot also has to be operated on to keep it flat on the ground rather than doing what the other foot did. So that's my health issues, at least at the moment. I've got hearing issues, and no, not selective either. I've got such ringing in my ears. I keep wanting to say, "Hello, can I help you?" Jimmy's Pool Hall 8-Ball speaking. But it's just, yeah, pretty much, Ditch. Pretty much. So there I am with a cane, 63 years old. I'm walking around with a cane, probably going to end up graduating to a walker at some point in time, which I can't say that I don't, because I actually do use the walker when I walk out to the mailbox, just because it's easier on my hips. That's the other thing. My hips are falling apart. So yeah, the mind's age is, I'm still going through puberty in my head. No, I'm not going to mention it. But my body, on the other hand, is older than dirt, basically. Oh, Berta, what are you spewing off now? I've got duct tape. I can see it now. I go to the doctor. The podiatrist looks at my foot and says, "What's a duct tape?" Hey, it's keeping my foot straight. But well, luckily so far, the only reason my hips are bothering me, Robin, they think it's because of the way my feet are. Because I walk so wonky, for lack of a better word, that I'm not walking even. And that's why my hips are bothering me. Once everything gets fixed, my hips should be okay once I get back to physical therapy and exercises and all that good stuff. Hey, Rich, welcome in. Yeah, I don't think I like the idea of chicken wire. I had an unfortunate incident with chicken wire once around my feet. Yeah, no, that hurts. No, Caroline, it wouldn't. I have one. Actually, I have two. But the whole leg will end up turning because the foot pushes against the boot. That's why they're going to operate and put something in there to keep it that way. What they're going to put in, I have no clue. Only this time, when they go into my foot, I am going to make damn sure they put me to sleep. Last time they didn't put me to sleep, and it was fine. I didn't have a problem with it, but it was only for a minor thing. They had to remove some bones, so it was like, yeah, no big deal. However, as far as this goes, this is going to be a little bit more major. Backstepping a minute. I want to backstep a minute. I was joking around earlier about go ahead and subscribing and whatnot. Well, I wasn't joking. I was serious. But one of the things I've been doing is I've been keeping track of Timothy's numbers, the subscriber numbers. And I have always told her that I am looking forward to the day when she surpasses me in subscribers, or us in subscribers. I keep saying me, and I don't mean that because it's much Lenore's channel as it is mine. I may have started it, but it's still as much hers as it is mine. So what I want if you have not already checked out Tammy and subscribed to her, go check out Diamond Painting with NMD Timothy. Ditz, if you could put her channel in for me, it would be appreciated. Yeah, she has. I've noticed that, which is cool. But then again, you have too. You gained quite a few. I'm stuck. I'm at 310. I've been at 310 for the last 3 weeks, which is a good thing because it means I'm not going down. At least I'm staying steady. I'll take that. But yeah, if you haven't checked her out, check her out and subscribe to her. I'd love to see her numbers fly. She definitely deserves it. She is such a natural at what she does on that channel. Between her unboxings, her whipping chats, her sitting chats, her lives, her special lives especially. The special ones meaning the last Wednesday of the month that she does with everybody. She is so good at handling guests or dealing with guests and making sure that they're comfortable and they can get their story out and they don't feel any kind of anxiety over it. So she really deserves everything she can get. Well, I mean, almost everybody that has a page, has a channel does, but I think I made Timothy my pet project. I can't wait till she hears me say that. I'm going to have fun with that one. But that would be cool. Oh yeah, wasn't that funny? What was even funnier is the one before that where she had Berta on as a guest. She had Berta so much in stitches that Berta went to take a drink of water, and just as she went to take a drink of water, Tammy said something, and she laughed so bad she had to spit the water out because she couldn't swallow it. Yeah, I think we all are, Kathy. I think we all are. And she misses us, by the way. Every time I do get a chance to talk with her a little bit, she drives down to the end of her driveway and she will literally, because her chair elevates, so she will literally lift herself up on her chair. She'll elevate her chair to get better signal so she can talk on the phone. And then once she lowers it, of course, the signal goes bye-bye. But she, every time I talk to her or every time I text with her, she is, you can almost tell the devastation where she can't be watching Shay or watching Ditzy or, joking around and talking to Kathy and Eve or, checking out what Sarah Ann's doing with her pouches and things. Tima. I mean, she misses absolutely everybody. I mean, there have been times when she was almost in tears talking about how much she misses us all. So definitely show her a lot of love because she shows it to all of us completely unwillingly. I mean, not unwillingly, completely unabashedly and completely freely. You know, she expects nothing from it, you know, just to be able to share time with all of us. So definitely show her some love. And make sure, like I said, on Ditsy's live, to which is after mine, in about an hour, just over an hour. Make sure you check out Ditsy's live as well. She too has a great sense of humor. Her and Paul have a great sense of humor. They are absolutely fantastic when it comes to giving of themselves, giving of their time, their generosity. So make sure that you're showing her some love. Her and Paul or their helper some love too. I'm sorry. I know it seems like I'm leaving some people out, like Shay, and I don't mean to, but my mind right now is just sort of like out there. Thank you, Berta. Appreciate it. Yes, they are. But by all means, push up the hearts. Yeah, I wish my phone would do this. Mine doesn't do that because I don't have an iPhone. But that's okay. I'm sure Berta will do it for me when next time she has her on. But nonetheless, I do want to say that I appreciate every last one of you, as does Lenore. She is, even though she's not here to see it, to see the support, she does know it's there. And she will see it if she looks at the replay. If not, I'll definitely point it out to her. So she definitely appreciates everybody's attentions and everybody's thoughts and prayers. Like I said, right now she's scared. The thought of what she's about to go through. She's already had LASIK. She's already had cataract surgery. I get a pass tonight. Isn't that special? You're so kind, Eve. But she's gone through breast cancer. And even though she's only on the the pills that they give you, she's done with the radiation and all of that. So now it's just a matter of taking the pills for the next, 2 or 3 years, I think. And then, of course, checkups. Damn, I can't get my throat clear. Excuse me. Five. Okay. Thank you, Kat. Excuse me. Are you trying to be a co-host? Huh? Are you trying to be a co-host? You trying to read the comments? You can read the comments if you want. Look at her like, will you get that thing off of me for Christ's sake? That's right, Holly Kitty. That's Cinnamon. Cinnamon. Cinny. Yeah, she is. She's also a porker. Not as big as her brother, but she is a porker. She's just sitting there. What the hell are you doing? Every now and then they will actually lay together, which is a surprise and a half, especially when they're watching kitty TV. Now, those of you that have cats, you know what kitty TV is. For those of you that do not, you're missing out. Because it's so much fun to watch your cat sit at the window and look outside at absolutely nothing. And when a leaf blows by, it's absolutely fascinating. They just follow it along. It's the funniest thing to see. Cats are very entertaining. Although I'm technically a dog person. I mean, I love all animals, so it's no skin off my teeth, but I'm more of a dog person myself. Cats are too independent for me. I like a pet that I can actually have nearby that I can pet, But that's why they call them pets, so you can pet them. Cats don't have that. Oh, why is my camera so all of a sudden giving me fits? Oh well. I'm sure I have bent your ears off enough. I am sure that I have bored you to absolute death. Well, almost. Because you're still alive, because you're still talking to me. You're still typing. But that's okay. I may keep you just I may just keep you just for the hell of it. You're right. Dogs have masters, cats have staff. Cats look at you and like say, excuse me. If they could hold a bell, they'd be like ding 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 ding. Okay, I've officially lost my mind. But of all the things I lost, I miss my line the least. So. Oh, you're eating now so you can stay alive. Well, that would be a good thing. That's why they have bells on their necks. Well, the bells on their necks are more for the fact that we want to make sure that we know where they are so that they don't pounce on us by surprise. Although the boy cat loves to pounce on Lenore at 3:00 in the morning. And that cat's got to weigh 17 pounds. If not more. He's a big boy. He doesn't walk in the room, he waddles. Talk about shake that booty. Yeah, well, that's him. But nonetheless, that's always a good thing. I'm sorry, guys. I know I'm probably rambling, but I kind of like the company. I didn't realize until just recently how much the community can mean. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're all, here to support one another. We're all here to, enjoy one another's company. But the fact remains that willingness to listen means just as much. Willingness to hang around can be just as important. Yeah, I mean, here I am in a position where it's like I have no idea what to say anymore. All I can do is be there for her and hug her when she needs it and whatnot. And sometimes that's all people need. But the fact that I have the community to also vent with and talk to and sort of bounce ideas and whatnot off of can be very good. So you guys understand that there's a lot more to the words "we're here for you" than meets the eye. Not just in a way of help and assistance and all of that, but just the willingness to stick around and tolerate people like me. Yeah, but I'm not here enough, Steve. But that goes back to that conversation earlier. I always feel like there's more I should do or more that I could do. One of the things about me is it's like, I can't take without giving, and I can't give, so I can't take. But I'm not going to get back into that one because if I get back into that one, Cindy's going to yell at me again. She gets a chance to yell at me all the time. So, Cindy is, and the reason she yells at me, most of you already know, but Cindy's offered to help with, different things concerning the cats. And we have basically said, all right, we'll think about it. And we thought about it and said, thank you very much. But, oh, I understand, Cindy. That's okay. So Cindy's another. Yeah, I know I am, but guess what? What's the old saying? Suck it up, Buttercup. But yeah, so the generosity of people like Cindy, like Berta, who we all call the diamond painting Santa Claus, and like Shay, who's always giving, so that people can have, like this past event, with Oz and Odd, where she gave somebody a kit so that she could have a kit to do. Well, I appreciate that, Caroline, and the emotional support is just as important as somebody to talk to. I once found out that from a friend of mine whom, when I first started, when they had a problem and I kept trying to talk to them, and the words out of their mouth made a lot of sense after I thought about it. And that was just shut up and sit with me. Don't say a word. Just shut up and sit with me. When I'm ready to talk, I'll talk. And that's all I did. I didn't say a word for like 3 hours. And that was more important to him than all the talking I could have done in that 3 hours. So yeah, I mean, emotional support is a good thing. That's why they have emotional support cats like these two, because these are both registered emotional support cats for Lenore. And she proves it by talking to them every day, just like they're real people. And according to her, they do talk back, but they don't really. And don't go with you cat lovers saying, "Oh yes, they do. They talk back all the time." Well, I apologize, Eve. There's no. What's the word I'm looking for now? No offense was intended. I have always found it to be more of a humorous thing to me, rather than just suck it up, Buttercup, rather than something a little bit more negative. Yeah, okay, Ditz. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but no offense is intended by any stretch of the imagination, and I hope that if anybody else is offended, that they will let me know, like you did. I appreciate constructive criticism. I appreciate, even when a comment is negative, I still appreciate it because it gives me a chance to correct the problem or correct the issue. Yes, Melanie, you are correct. Like I said, I found that out with my friend. So I never really realized that until then. And that was only 40 years ago. So I was in my low to mid 20s. But it's always nice. And Ditzy, that's okay because I got a hard head. That's a completely different issue, Cindy. That's a completely different issue. That's something entirely different. Juggernaut. Oh, God. Now we're getting into cartoon characters. And yes, I do understand the reference. Well, that's one that I'm just going to have to say I apologize for. And we will unfortunately have to agree to disagree on. It is the thought is appreciated. Don't get me wrong. The thought is it's appreciated. More than you might know or understand, but it is still appreciated. But other than that, I know you haven't. I am fully well aware you haven't. I know that completely. But neither have I. I can be just as stubborn. Remember, two of my bloodlines are Irish and American Indian. very, very stubborn individuals. You know, I used to get a kick out of it. My mother would tell the story of her father coming in because he would be at a Native American powwow with his headdress and the whole 9 yards. And he would come in and he would slam that headdress on the table and says, "Don't these people know we know to do more than just a rain dance?" He hated what TV did. Um, he used to be a trick rider for Buffalo Bill, and I don't just mean the circus; I mean for Buffalo Bill at the circus. Um, Absolutely hated. Shit, who was it? Not Billy the Kid. Was it Billy the Kid? I don't remember, but one of those old West people that he, uh, he said that everybody looked at him as a hero, and he was just this ignorant, ridiculous, arrogant. Whatever. You know, he used to get so mad. But yeah, I've got his Indian name written down. I'm really gonna find it and do some really, really deep dive. The problem is my grandfather was uh, adopted, and the family, you know, where he was living, obviously moved away. But not only that, but the town hall where all the records were, this was obviously well before the computer age. All the records were destroyed in a fire at the city hall. Um, might be some neat, once I find out a few things, might be some neat stories for a whip and chat. You know, I'll have to figure it out. But yeah, so I can be just as stubborn there, Cindy. I can be just as stubborn. Uh, but again, I thank everyone for your attention and your time. You know, your thoughts and prayers. But I think I have kept you long enough. And before I get too serious, yeah, one of these days maybe I'll have a serious live. But yeah, not likely. Can you see me having a totally serious 1 hour live? I don't think so. Um, but I want to wish everyone a wonderful night, a wonderful weekend, a wonderful week. We will have a whip and chat out on Thursday. Uh, Depending on Tammy's internet and so on, she is still planning on going on Thursday, not Wednesday, because she has appointments. Well, no, she said she canceled the appointment, so she may go on Wednesday. I don't know anymore. I got to find out what else she's doing. But at any rate, she is still planning on having Lenore on her live. So look forward to that, because then now you've gotten to see me alone. Then you'll see her alone because she wanted Lenore. Because as we all know, Lenore is her favorite. But I do want to, like I said, I want to say thank you to everybody again, even though I've said it 9 million times. Remember that words can hurt just as much, if not worse, than they can, and that they can, and that words can hurt worse than a knife, and but they can also heal. You know, so. There are a lot of good things. Um, there are a lot of bad things, especially later on in my mother's life. But I choose not to think about those because it angers me too much. But yeah, words can heal, but they can also hurt, and they can cause scars worse than a weapon. So keep that in mind. Keep in mind that you wouldn't want it said about you or to you. Don't say it about somebody else or to somebody else. You know? So on that note, I will wish you all a fond farewell. I'll give you a couple of minutes, by the way, before I actually close down. If you're a worker and lurker, as I keep forgetting to do, please put up some sort of an emoji, some sort of something saying, hey, I was here. Thank you very much. Hello, Judith. I didn't see you in there earlier. Welcome. Enjoy. And as I said, please like, subscribe, share, all those YouTube stuffs. And if you have a channel or you know a channel that you'd like to have highlighted, you can either message me on one of those formats, or maybe my mods might know which ones they are, so you can always just mention it and we can always put it up. As much as I don't necessarily talk specifics about people's channels and what they've got coming up or what they're doing or this, that, and the other thing, for the most part, I do, but not as much as not all that much. I still want to make sure I promote other channels. I want to make sure that other channels get a chance to say, here I am, come take a look. Always going to be at the end of the live. Hopefully I'll remember to do it at the end of the live, because I always forget to do my own, like and subscribe thing. So, I will start getting back into what I was doing earlier in my YouTube career, and of the 150 some odd crafters channels I have, I will start putting 5 or 6 at a time in Whip and Chat and in live descriptions, so that people can get a chance to look them over and hopefully enjoy them. Hey, Marie, Allison, hello. Let me see if there's anybody I missed while I was talking. Judith, I believe I said hello to you already. I don't know if I have, and if I haven't, hello. Robin, I know I said hello to you because we were talking earlier. Kat, I always talk to you. Cindy, yeah, well, what's to be said about Cindy? Everything good, that's what. And if Shay you are still here, I want to thank you for coming. And if you're not here and you decide to catch the tail end on a replay or something, thank you for being you. I can't say it any other way. As a matter of fact, thank everybody for being who you are and what you are. It doesn't make any sense to be anybody else. It's not any fun that way. And on that note, I will say farewell. Somebody did ask me, by the way, just because of the fact that I've forgotten about it. Somebody did ask me about my cowboy hat, and we were talking about cowboy hats and cowboy boots the other day in Jay's live. No, in Kara's live, because we were talking about the retreat. So I will at some point in time clean that up, and I will just to show everybody. I just don't want to be accused of being a copycat in case somebody, there's somebody else that wears a cowboy hat during their lives and whatnot. So I like being myself. So on that note, you're welcome, Kathy. I don't have your Facebook where your resin works. I gotta pull that up. At least I don't think I have it. But I do want to tell you, however, before I forget, because I know I will, for somebody who has just started doing that, your work is absolutely outstanding. It's not just a couple of colors mixed in, which is all pretty and whatnot. I always like it. But the artwork you put into it, whether it be a picture or just something you've drawn in, is absolutely fantastic. I did love those pen holders too, by the way. Those are actually kind of neat. No, I don't see the I can't find the Facebook page. I know I have it too. That's what kills me. So if somebody has her Facebook page, thank you, Kat. I appreciate it. But take care of everyone. Take care, everyone. Enjoy. Who the hell are you calling Tam Jr.? I make her look like a kid. I'm no junior. But yeah, I think that's the one the cat put up for you, Kathy. So you guys have a wonderful time. I've already said my usual goodbyes. So you have yourself a wonderful weekend, and enjoy your time. And we will see you again next Tuesday. You'll see us again on Ditsy's Live. Bye-bye, everyone.